Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back. So today's December 5th, and some new patch notes came out for update 1.1.3. Now, this new update's going to be live on December 9th. So these changes are not live yet. They're going to be linked in the description. There is way too much stuff on here to go through every single one, like the amount of bugs. This is just for audio vehicles. Look at how much bugs and quality of life stuff they fixed it. So when you see a line that starts with fixed an issue, these are all bugs that really shouldn't have been in the game to begin with at launch. And 99% of this patch is fixed an issue stuff. So if we went through everything, it would be like a 30-minute video. I just want to cover the main stuff. The main stuff coming, there's this new LTM event. It's basically Empire State with snow and ice. There's a new gauntlet mode, new melee weapon, portal updates, and a new battle pass, little 11 tier limited time. So the main updates, major updates for 1.1.3, improved hit registration across situations that previously felt unreliable, including quick aim adjustments, firing before a zoom completes, and close quarters fights. They previously have stated in their patch notes that they are going to fix something, and then when the update goes live, it's not fixed. So if this actually is fixed, this will make gunplay feel a lot better. Enhanced close quarter soldier visibility. This is nice. Hopefully that helps. Refined weapon handling with more consistent accuracy. Addressing issues with the first shot behavior, recoil interaction, and attachment alignment so weapons feel more stable and predictable during firefights. If this is correctly implemented and fixed, it's going to change the way the game plays and feels. Improved reliability across several core gadgets, LWCMS, supply pouch, smoke cover, all that good stuff. Strengthened vehicle clarity and interaction, fixing issues around damage zones, HUD overlaps, and seat. Updated breakthrough and rush layouts on multiple maps to improve the attacker-defender balance. We'll get into that more later. And then delivered broad audio pass improvement, clearer footstep and movement cues, armor break feedback, and tuning across several high-priority gameplay sounds. So these major updates are massive, and if all of these are actually implemented and correctly implemented, it will seriously make the game feel way better. These are some of the main issues with Battlefield 6 currently. So again, this just goes into the specifics of audio, all of these fixed and issue type of bugs. So now we're seeing some weapon balancing, and it's not weapon balancing that you would really expect from any of these guns. I'm talking the M250 LMG, the NVO assault rifle, RPKM LMG, SG553 carbine, as well as the SOAR 300 carbine. Now, I think the SG553 was probably the best single all-around weapon in the game, close, mid, long range. Did it need a nerf? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? Basically, how they nerfed all of these weapons is, quote, these weapons will now perform less effectively at long range, with the SG553 receiving the most noticeable adjustment. And what did they do to these guns? Well, this is what they did. Quote, reduced recoil magnitude, but increased recoil variation. All right, so what does that mean? Well, magnitude is essentially a word we all know. It measures the amount of something, right? And then increased recoil variation. They're always very vague with their diction. DICE has always been like this. And so how I'm anticipating this is the amount of recoil will feel tighter. If you were to draw the pattern out, the leftmost and the rightmost and the bottommost and the topmost, just create a box around the whole pattern. That area will be reduced, but the pattern itself will be a bit more complex. The guns with complex recoils in Battlefield 6 standard is already going to be the TR7, right? When you shoot that gun, the reticle deviates more often, whereas gun with the SG, it goes up and then boom. So it has like 2 vectors to it. The TR7 has like 6 vectors. It goes up, down, left, up, 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 up. So it's this more zigzaggy complex pattern. The M433 has a bunch of vectors in the path. So that's what I'm anticipating recoil variation is. We do have to remember they did just say they're fixing these bugs, the improved hit registration, this one right here. Take a look and read that, pause the video, as well as this fix right here. So could it be that those 2 major improvements to weapon and gunplay warrant these guns to be nerfed? Would these guns have become broken now that those bugs don't exist? Or do you think these nerfs were unnecessary and they're really wanting to limit that long-range potential and skill-based accuracy that a lot of players have? Are they wanting to lower the skill gap by reducing these guns? Because we all know none of these guns really needed a nerf. I think the only guns that arguably could have been nerfed on this list, NVO and the SG. The NVO, it's, close range was pretty filthy, I'm not gonna lie. And then mid range, it's an absolute animal, but its bullet spread always limited the long range potential for me. And I always just viewed it as like a really solid, 0 to 32 meter weapon. The SG was pretty insane, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know if it needed a nerf to its recoil. I think maybe it was a damage nerf that was more viable. So them choosing to nerf these weapons off of spread and or accuracy and or the recoil pattern shows they're just wanting to make things more difficult to use rather than adjusting the actual damage hits. So it's kind of an interesting philosophy they're going with on the weapon balancing. The breakthrough changes are pretty insane as well. So for those of you guys that come and hang out in my stream, my like 200 plus hours in this game, every single minute or second even has been solo queuing. And I really don't play breakthrough solo in this game. I just think the sector designs are horrific and the maps play terribly on breakthrough. I really genuinely do. Now they're removing defender vehicles across multiple maps. Looks like Sobek, they added a defender tank to sector 2. I don't know, these changes just seem very peculiar that they're relying on vehicles to balance the mode as opposed to just reworking the maps. Just a shame to see that instead of addressing the issue that, hey, we really messed up with map design, and even arguably all they really need to change is the sector design for a lot of these maps. It's the sector. The sector design is easy to change. That's just out of bounds limits they could rework and maybe put some rubble on a staircase so you can't go up to that one building that's OP, or, give a new line of sight for defense or something. Like, they could just make little changes like that as opposed to these vehicle reworks. So let me know what you guys think about the vehicle reworks. And really, I think the main thing for this update is going to be visible right here. Major updates, and that consists of gunplay, footstep audio, visibility, and then I do think the changes to breakthrough are also going to be pretty impactful. So let me know what you guys think about these changes down below. What do you think? Is this stupid? Is it good? And so I'll be streaming this game all through the weekend and when this update goes live. So be sure to drop a sub here on YouTube if you guys like live streams. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments what you think. I'll catch you guys in the next video.